Dayton Marze with a production hookup service.
Thank you for joining the program here today. We are following up on an interesting social media post from Mr. Dayton Marze, which had to do with ordering some backpacks. And so we brought the good gentleman on today to tell his story right from the horse's mouth. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Pretty good. What part of the country are you in?
I'm based out of South Louisiana. We service the Gulf area and a lot of South Texas and West Texas oil patch.
Okay, go ahead and give your company a plug. We appreciate you coming on. So, at least we can do is give you a nice, 15, 30-second plug for your company. Go ahead and what do you guys do? What shale plays are you guys a part of?
So we're a fabrication company specializing in prefabricated equipment, mainly spool piping, pipe racks, manifolds, production packages, any type of water transfer skid, oil transfer skid, things of that nature.
So the thing that we're talking about today is a social media post involving trying to order some backpacks from a company. And when I saw it, I got to be honest, I thought it was, one of those fake internet things. So I thought, okay. But then I looked at it a little bit closer and I went, no, this actually I think is real. So then I reached out to Dayton Marze and it turns out it's real. So tell me, and I didn't want to get into the specifics of it because I wanted it to come straight from the horse's mouth. So explain to me the process of what happened here to, ordering the backpacks, to the email you got, and the reason that you were given for not being allowed to have backpacks.
Yeah, so I'll back up just a little bit. I saw a backpack that was handed out by a fellow oil and gas company out of Houston. I don't know if they gave them out last year or this year, and it was a Patagonia book sack, and I really liked the quality, the setup of it. It had a really open front for a good, I guess, logo display for our company. So
I'm sorry, and you said, was it Patagonia?
Yeah, it was Patagonia.
Okay, that's that outdoor company?
Yeah, they I guess they do clothing and book sacks. I'm not super familiar with them. I don't really own any Patagonia equipment because it's relatively expensive. But so when I saw the pack, I know it's a reputable brand. I really like the backpack itself. So I kind of started searching, finding, it priced well online. And directly from Patagonia, I couldn't order the quantity that I needed without going through their, corporate site. So I found a third-party online retailer that had the quantity that I needed in stock, which was, I think it was roughly 40 or 45 backpacks that I was going to buy. So I placed the order, and it was just shy of $5,000. And I got a notification about 2 hours later that my order and any future orders to Patagonia would be canceled. I used a company credit card. I didn't put that I was going to be logoing the backpacks or anything. So I don't know where they got the suspicion from to actually cancel the order or tie me to oil and gas, other than it was a company credit card that had production hookup service on it. So that's kind of how that all unfolded.
So they declined the business because you feel you were part of the energy industry?
Yeah. So, they specified that in the email that Patagonia does not, I don't know if it wasn't support. I forget the lingo they used, but pretty much that because I was associated with oil and gas and they had taken a hard stance against that they would not fulfill the order.
Oh, so they actually did say it right in the email that, hey, listen, we're taking a stance against fossil fuels and we're not going to support. Well, I guess I'm a little confused here because you said it was a backpack, right?
Yeah, it was a backpack. So I guess they saw that it was a company card with production hookup service on it. And in the email, they specify that they do not sell to oil and gas related companies. So I guess they took it upon themselves to maybe follow up when they saw the company name or the company card name and the quantities purchased. They took it upon themselves to, I guess, back check or do some research on our company and found out we were oil and gas and then cancel the order from there.
We must honor our vendor contract with Patagonia, and we are required to put limits in place if we suspect products are being sold to companies in the oil and gas business. Wow, it just says it. Just that there it is, black and white, right there in your email.
Yep. So I wasn't aware of that. So after that happened, I Googled obviously Patagonia oil and gas, and you can see where they took a hard stance. Maybe it was a few years back that I wasn't aware of. So I really didn't make the post out of spite or anything like that. I just wanted to let my network, which is oil and gas, know that Patagonia took this stance. So it wasn't a call for a boycott or tell somebody to go burn their clothes. Obviously, if you like the brand, then go with it. But just letting everybody know that they don't support our calls on the other end. So
it's an amazing thing, because in the past, people were discriminated because of their race or because of their religious beliefs or their sexual orientation. Colorado, I think, had that really famous one about the baker and the cake and refusing business that went all the way to several courts. They've turned the oil and gas industry into a lifestyle argument now with this. This is unreal.
Yeah, that's what it seems to be. Like I said, I don't. They had several people comment on the post that I should take legal action or pursue something like that, and that's really not the point of my post. It was just to point out the fact that they are taking the stance against us, and I'll think twice in the future before I even purchase any of their equipment or clothing.
I gotta ask, just because I know the way the oil and gas people are. Did any of your comments on social media point out the fact that they're using products made with petroleum products?
Oh yeah. Several people chimed in, and I did my research as well. That they in fact do use petroleum products to blend all their synthetics and everything like that. And then they're obviously producing in a plant over in China or something that I'm sure has little to no emissions controls. So I mean, they're not doing their part either. If they're going to point the finger, but I mean, there's a lot of oil companies in the United States that are taking way more caution on their emissions and everything like that. So I don't know if Patagonia actually has a leg to stand on. I guess they feel they do, but I don't know if that's the case.
And which is amazing too. I mean, like you said, $5,000 to a company like that. That's that's what, a 2 or 3 day conference for them. That's no big deal. But
yeah, exactly.
But the point is there that if this is a hard stance and this is something, so I guess this is now instead of an interview about a news story, we're going to transition it into a public service announcement, because if they're not accepting business from the oil and gas industry, wow, that's more of a public service announcement now.
Yeah, and that was my whole post, was just to let people know that I network with, that these guys, that's their stance, and they're holding to it. So maybe think twice. But I mean, if you like Patagonia, you like their equipment, then I'm not telling you to go burn their stuff or anything like that.
No, and that's the one thing I appreciate about your attitude towards this, is that you're not being flippant, you're not being vengeful. You're just saying, hey guys, this is what I got, this is where we're at, this is kind of the black and white nature of it. Have you talked to anybody within the industry about this? Have you talked to anybody at Patagonia or the vendors or anything like that? I mean, what kind of response are you getting from others in terms of that could do something like that, could impact this?
So I mean, other than just the comments on LinkedIn that I'm responding to, everybody's pretty supportive, and they're a lot of people are not aware, just like I was, that I was not aware that Patagonia's had such a hard stance. Not against the industry, or maybe against the industry. I don't know how hard of a stance it is, but they definitely don't support us. And then I guess everybody else is realizing that as well. So I guess I kind of got my point across, when I reached out and, made the post, that I kind of spread the news just to make everybody aware of the situation. And then Patagonia has contacted me, but it was their corporate division, I think, that does, I guess if you order a large quantity, I don't know what you would call it. I think they called it their corporate division, that they logo equipment to send out. And he said that, they're really not, I guess, pointing out the oil and gas. They have a lot of industries or organizations that they will not partner with. And I think he was just assuming that, that we were trying to use their brand to promote ours, but it was just simply, I liked the backpack and I was going to put our logo on it. It was nothing more than that.
Oh, I see. Okay, I guess I never even put two and two together there. That they assumed that you were trying to say, "Hey, look at us. We're like Patagonia is." Are they apparently some green machine or something?
I guess I don't know. Like I said, I don't own any of their equipment personally, but apparently they are super environmentally conscious and do all the right things. Apparently,
That's
but
very
like I
arrogant.
said,
That's very arrogant on their part.
yeah, I kind of wish they would just, if that was their thought behind everything, keep that to themselves and not, I guess, kind of stay neutral, a neutral ground. And if somebody's going to buy your product, I mean, treat it as a business. I mean, if they're going to buy it, let them buy it.
Well, to be that altruistic and have things shipped all over the globe, and you got synthetic products, and you got all these different reliance on fossil fuels, to be that altruistic is extremely arrogant. And again, not trying to pick a fight, not trying to be political. This is actually a pretty black and white discussion based on Webster's words that are in the dictionary. That's how I'm looking at this, because they flat out said in here, products sold not to oil and gas businesses. So, I mean, they just flat out said that they're not going to sell to oil and gas businesses in this email that you posted. Amazing. So, anyway, Dayton Marze is his name. You can find him on LinkedIn. And the company that you work for, I mean, I know this isn't a plug for your company, but you know what? I'm sure you're going to get a lot of supporters because you're not a political activist. You're just saying, hey, guys, listen, this is what's going on. This is another time to step up on the soapbox. You're not a professional soapbox guy. You're just a guy that tried to order some backpacks and got rejected. So, feel free to give your company another plug if you'd like, yourself, how people can stay in touch with you or ask questions and that sort of thing.
Yeah, we're a production hookup service, a fabrication company out of South Louisiana. We serve the Gulf region, the Permian region, and West Texas. We've done equipment. We've sent out equipment all the way up to Alaska, South Texas, the Midwest. We're all over the place. We can ship it wherever. But yeah, that's us in a nutshell.